Well, wish us luck. Apparently we popped a fuse there. Always be sure to wash your floor pans.
It's black.
We could definitely see some milkshake action. Oh, he's got his crazy walk going.
Is it gonna be loud?
Alright, so now that we're out in the fresh air, we got a little more room to operate. We need to go ahead and get the rear end dope filled up. We're just using generic ADW90 just from the parts store. We have our transmission issues fixed. We can try our contraption again to start putting some fluid back in it slowly this time.
Sorry.
Well, no, it wasn't your fault.
Oh.
Instead of pouring a whole gallon in it, we're going to pour a little bit at a time, make sure it's not going to leak.
Okay.
But this time, I put a fresh gasket on it, and I can see that it's seated all the way around. I think what happened on that last time was the gasket just fell inside the pan on a couple of spots, and it leaked tremendously. That's good.
Oh.
Wait, we got a... Okay. I think it means we're full. Well, wish us luck. We're trying water this time to see if that will stay where it's supposed to be. At least the water's a little easier to clean up. We're gonna fill it up with water. Eventually I'll have to put antifreeze in it, like when it's winter time. But we're gonna do straight water first. What you got going on? You changing oil or what?
I don't really know. He said that a bad guy. He said in my car he's got a lightning car and everything stopped working.
I fixed his car for him. There was a bunch of dirt stuck in between everything, so it didn't work. He found a dog bone in it yesterday.
So it didn't leak all the oil out of it, or the transmission fluid, or water. So let's try gas. I've got it rigged up with a couple of radiator hoses for a little filler tube, and that's really my biggest concern for leaks. There's only one way to find out. Not seeing or hearing or smelling any drippage, so I'll consider that a success. A little gas cap back on there. That makes me happy that it's factory location. I guess it's time to clean up, and we probably need to do the tire and wheel reveal for the kids before bedtime. It's probably a good idea. But first, we need to clean the car up because the new tires and wheels don't need to go on a dirty, ratty looking car. So, next step, clean up. Crazy that this thing is dirtier now than when we brought it from Dad's shop. You're doing good.
Get up here.
I like how careful you're being to get every bit of it.
I need more bubbles on the other side. There we go.
Always be sure to wash your floor pans.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
The belly is black.
Looks good. Yeah.
And I'm gonna do bubbles on the back right over there.
All right, we got this thing rinsed off, letting it air dry. You can see we got our lights out so we can see what we're doing here. And the kids have gone in to go take a bath, but I've got a surprise for them when they get out. And it is this awesome set of tires and wheels. You guys probably know that I'm associated with Coker Tire Company, and this is a killer setup for this car that came straight out of the Coker Tire catalog. We've got Krager SS wheels, 15x4s up front, 15x10s on the back, some 10.5 by 29.5 Phoenix slicks, and some little 560/15 US Royal front runners. This is a setup very similar to what this car ran back in the 70s, and I'm excited for the kids to see what their reaction is with this thing looking a little bit better than the old black steel wheels. Alright guys, there it is. The first look with the new tires and wheels from Coker Tire. Krager SS, US Royal skinnies, big old Phoenix tires on the back. Fills out those wheel wells absolutely perfect. Stance is right on the money. I'm sure it'll go down a little bit just because I've just had it jacked up, but it looks pretty good. So let's go get the kids, see what they think about it. All right, come take a look at the surprise.
What?
Come take a look at the surprise. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
Did you get the other tires off and put these tires on?
Yeah, let's go take a look at them.
I can see those in any of the garages.
I know, it was a surprise. You didn't even know I had those, did you? That's the perfect tire and wheel setup, in my opinion, for this car.
Are you going to put the hood back on?
We will after we do some more work.
Okay.
What do you think?
What do you think? Go over there and let me take a picture with you. Of you. Oh, he's got his crazy walk going. Whoa.
Come on.
Come on, Carly.
Go over there.
You guys have put in a lot of work on this car, and we're not done yet. But this sure does look good to me.
Work some more?
Bedtime. Everybody's had a bath. Everybody's a little bit, maybe they might be grumpy.
Emma.
No,
One.
I'm not grumpy.
You're not grumpy? Well, one of the 3 children are grumpy.
Yeah, I think it's Emma Lulu.
Oh, well, she's cooperating pretty good. All right. Well, that's the big reveal, big surprise. Krager SS wheels,
Did you clean them?
big old slicks. No, I didn't have to clean them. That's how they came.
Or did you draw that?
Nope, that's how they came. Letters are painted white. All right, it's the next day, and we're ready to do our final checks before we try to turn this thing over, try to crank it for the first time. There's a few things I want to check before we get too carried away. I don't want to get into full-on crank-up mode yet. I want to check and make sure that we have spark, so I've got a spark plug out here, and I'm going to spin the motor over and see if we got some ignition. I'm probably also going to take the fuel line loose, let it pump a little bit of gas as I'm spinning it over, just so that we get any junk or whatever out of that line. I blew it out, but you never know. So we're gonna do that before we try to really pour some gas in the carburetors and make this thing fire up. All right, so I reconnected all of the wires that were in this car originally. When we bought it, it already had wires connected to these switches, and I've got it wired up to where if I turn this on, that's fire to the ignition, and if I do this, that's gonna turn the engine over. So let's see if it works. It does. It's a good thing. That's one step closer. Now we're going to check for spark out here. Nope, I'm not seeing any spark. Let's retrace our steps here, see what we've done wrong. Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. This yellow wire is going to the coil. Now let's put some fire to the coil. I bet you. Oh, something popped. What was that, I wonder? Okay, found it. Apparently we popped a fuse there, so, that's a little bit troubling. We might have some issues here that we need to address. Let's check it out and see what's going on. I did a little bit of reconfiguring on our toggle switches and may have found the issue. So let's try turning this switch on again, our main power switch. There. Okay, nothing popped, no smoke. I don't think. Nope, we look okay over there. So let's try the starter button, see if we have some fire, the good kind of fire. Yep, I saw a spark. Okay, we're good. This thing's seeing daylight for the first time in a long time, and we've put a lot of work into making this thing crank up and run and hopefully drive. I know there's going to be issues, there's going to be stuff we're going to have to go back and fix, but this is a pretty big moment. Hopefully it'll fire up. But are you going to do the honors of hitting the button?
You can do it.
I'll do it? Okay.
Yeah, you can do it.
Well, it is real handy because I can reach right through the windshield. And okay, that should be ignition. Okay, I do need somebody to come look at the oil pressure gauge. Okay, come on. This one?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me when this moves.
Okay.
Okay. Battery. Did it do anything? No. Okay. Well, at least we were slinging a little bit of oil, hopefully. Let's hook up a battery charger. Bump it just a little bit. Yeah, it moved up. Okay. We'll let it charge a minute.
Are y'all ready to crank it up? Is it gonna be loud?
Way too easy. It scared me. It was like a.
I want to see what this looks like because
I wonder what that. Yeah. I wonder what. It sounds like the fan
I
is
want to
hitting
see
something.
what this looks like.
You're all scared. I didn't know. I was scared. I was like, whoa.
It ain't touching nothing.
I mean, it's close to that transmission line, but it ain't like the fan would stretch to hit that. we're getting ready to go for our first ride around the neighborhood. Wish us luck. All right, our first drive was really successful. Very proud of the progress we made on this thing. And now it's time to take some next steps. We got a little bit of work to do to make this thing a little more roadworthy for a little longer drive. One of those steps is a new windshield. So I put the windshield that came with this car back up, just kind of mocked it up. You'll see that it's got aluminum in the V-butt area that kind of sandwiches that Lexan. We're just going to replace it with another sheet of Lexan, and then on the inside here, the seats. So this appears to be an original seat for the car. This is not. This is more of a 80s style bucket seat, but it does have the original harnesses, which are Bob's drag chute harnesses right there. So that's kind of cool, but I don't love how it's mounted. That's not safe. So we're gonna readdress that. More than likely gonna put a bar that goes from side to side, something that the harness can actually attach to that is more safe. And I picked up a pair of seats for this thing. So they're just generic, but they are old school low back like this. They're fiberglass. We're gonna replace those so that we have, pretty good matching upholstery. And then we're gonna put a new set of harnesses in it and then some seat belts, just regular seat belts on this side. I got the cover off, got these unbolted. It's real simple, just 4 bolts right down onto a little custom mount that they've built. And I don't know if I've mentioned this in the entire build series, but this fire extinguisher was in this car, and I've looked everywhere trying to find a date stamped on it. I'm pretty sure it's original to the car. I bet you that Bob Treadway had this thing in here in the 70s. And look at this, a little courtesy light. So I don't know if that was ever wired in, but it's pretty neat. So there's that custom mount. You can see it's got a series of holes that makes it really easy to mount this up. You also see a wasp nest under there. There's our new fire extinguisher. So let's test fit the new seats and see if any of those bolt holes will line up. So I pulled the old seat out of it and set it side by side with the new one. And I mean, it's not brand new. This is a used seat, just a swap meet seat, but they're almost identical. So these things already have the bolt holes drilled. They're bolt right in. I'm gonna see if the seat cover off of this seat will fit on this one. That'll save me a few minutes. I also noticed that the new seat has a busted out place, and I could easily fix that with fiberglass, re-drill some holes. But if the old seat cover will fit, that'll be a better situation all the way around. Look at that. That's not bad at all. We'll clean that up, and I will say we can just bolt that one right back in. Now these seats have been sitting a while, and there's a little bit of mold and mildew and just general dirt on the covers. But this Tough Stuff does a good job of cleaning vinyl upholstery. It's my favorite. So we'll let that sit a minute and wipe it off. You can see it already working. It's good stuff. It's Tough Stuff, actually. Yeah, it's gonna work. This is still wet, so it'll dry up a little bit and won't be quite so glossy, but I'll put a little coat of Armor All or something on it just to get this stuff softened up a little bit more, and it'll look like new. That's not bad at all. Not for the amount of money spent. That's a good value and a pretty good look for this old school car. It doesn't have any goofy upholstery, doesn't have any goofy logos on it. Pretty happy with this. I got the passenger side seat situated. Seat belts in. That was super easy. It looks so good over there. I mean, it looks like it belongs in this car. Now, I took the 80s style plastic racing bucket seat out of the driver's side, and now we got a problem. So that seat over there, it has a kind of a built-in riser. It's a little fatter on the bottom. This one is flat on the bottom. And notice how it sits on that mount. It's like flat on the floor. So if you back up a little bit here so you can get a full sense of the driving position, maybe even shoot right here. It's too low. It looks funny because it's lower than the driver's or the passenger seat, and I sat in it and it just isn't right. So let's sit in it just for illustration purposes. It's a tight fit in these seats. So this isn't unsafe by any means. Shoulder-wise, I'm in a pretty good spot. You know, everything is within reach except for the switches. If I'm buckled in,
You're like,
I can't reach those switches because I'll be fastened like this. But I could probably just go doop with my foot. Anyways, the issue here is that the seat needs to be just a little bit higher. So I've got a solution for that. Yeah. Yeah. I've got a pair of lowering blocks. I'm going to cut them in two, and then I'll use this as my riser. Hard-working kids. That's a pretty good seat. Whoa, be careful, there's some sharp edges.
Oopsie.
Oops.
Oh, I think it's started.
Oh man, it's crooked.
Oh. Oh man.
There we go.
Get out there. Why are the holes in there?
Because that's how we bolt it up. Set it over in there.
I hope you're gone. I'm sweaty.
Wow, look at you. You about got it. Oh, you gotta scoot back just a little. There you go. Man, you know what to do. You got it. Now we just line up the holes and we'll be good. Oh, you got it lined up? We might, yeah, I think we need to go back a little more. How's that?
Oh.
Is it pretty close?
Look, it's not there yet.
Not there yet? Okay. We'll get one started and then I bet we can make it work. Oh yeah. put a nut on the back side of that. I'm not going to let you fall. If you're worried, is that what you're worried about? I'm not going to let you fall. If you do fall, you're just going to fall right on me.
That's good.
Yeah. I'll catch you. There you go. See? You're doing it.
Mine is already almost tight.
Yeah, keep going. You still got to push down with this, though. Otherwise, the wrench is going to slip off. Ouch. You got to push down so that it don't do that. Push down with this arm and wrench with that arm. Oh, that's tight. Good job.
That one's already done.
Mm-hmm. I got the passenger side done already. Gotta get that pocket over there. Almost. You gotta pull down.
I'm gonna get to the other side and pull that.
Okay, you're the right guy for this job. You can fit right in there.
I'm almost on the back.
I know. You could ride in the back of this thing, couldn't you? No.
I want to be right here if you will do a wheelie.
Oh my, that'd be crazy. All right, see if you can get it to fit over.
Oh.
It might be a little tight, which is that's what we want. We want it to feel tight.
I need some help.
You need some help? There's that. You got to pull right back here. See that little flap? There you go. See? See that? Now it's fitting like a glove. A glove. Now we get the bottom hooked around. The sides hooked around.
Hey, see, are you just so cold? Yes, I am.
What are you talking about?
That chair is so cold. He wants to be covered up on this blanket.
Oh, he wants a blankie. Oh.
I'm going to drive in here.
You're going to do the test fit here? Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's pretty good. What do you think?
Looks like it's done.
Okay. I guess we got to get some seatbelts.
Oh, yeah, it won't move if I push the pedals.
No. Whoa. Whoa, my goodness. Better hang on tight. Whoa.
But I don't have seatbelts
Oh,
yet.
we got to get seatbelts in here. Oh.
Beep, beep. Does it have a horn?
It doesn't have a horn. Let's get it loose a little bit. Oops, that's backwards. Tighten it up good.
Was that fun? Yeah? Did Daddy get on it? Huh?
Whoa. You gonna climb out the window?
No.
You know what's really cool about that? Is you worked on this car. You worked on that motor, and then we just drove it. Isn't that cool? Alright, it's time for the first real test drive. Here we go. First real test drive on a real road. Well, that's actually probably a closed course. Either way, actually getting it up into high gear, you know, seeing if this thing's going to track straight, what it's going to do. And it was exhilarating. Number one, I forgot that I didn't have a windshield, so I had dust and stuff in my eyes. So part of that drive was with my eyes closed, but it drives good. I need to bleed the brakes again. Everything else seems okay. The brakes aren't holding real good, like when I try to stall it up to take off. You notice it stumbled a little bit, but so far so good. The motor feels real nice and strong. And once it cleared up, like when I got on it a little bit there, it felt pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with it. I'm really happy that Isaac got to go for a ride, his very first ride in this Henry J. So he looks a little sad, but he's really not. I think he's just worried about the camera. But we had, you're not? Okay. We had a good time. That was an exhilarating first drive. Getting on it a couple times was great. And now I've got a little bit more work to do before I take that next step. You're a good helper. after the first test drive, we noticed some water in the oil, and I'm hoping it's just a little bit of leftovers from where I pressure washed it, but this is going to tell us for sure when we see how much water is in the oil. We've also got some leaks under here, just plenty of stuff we need to address before we do much more with it. No, pretty oily. Just a little bit milkshakey, sort of a chocolate color. We'll pull the filter off of it and check it. Make sure there's no metal or anything. Doesn't smell real gassy or anything like that, so that's good. Maybe we'll get all the water out of this thing this time. Hopefully we won't have any more. Hoping it's not an intake gasket leak or something like that. It didn't seem to be getting worse with each time that we drove it or cranked it up, so hopefully it was just a little bit of water settled down in the oil pan. We can definitely see some milkshake action. Let's see what the filter's holding. Definitely a lot of water in there. I'm not seeing any big chunks of metal. The filter is definitely very heavy, so it's probably holding a lot of water still. So hopefully this oil change will help us out a lot.